Well, we just watched the Ahsoka finale.
10 out of 10. Greatest thing I've ever seen. Dave Filoni is the savior of Star Wars.
I'm
Oh,
glad it's over.
oh, me too. Thank God I do not have to watch any more of this show.
Yeah. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. EBN. We just finished Ahsoka, and we're going to give you our thoughts right as we watched it. Many questions. I think it's best if I just take us, Nick, through the episode.
Yep.
And we just kind of talk about the thing. So first, Morgan Elspeth becomes a witch at the beginning. She becomes one of the Night Sisters, which
she becomes demon possessed.
We didn't, that that definitely, made sense. Kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
And then she, they give her the blade of Towson, which I remember it.
I have no clue what it is.
One of the Night Sisters used it to fight Mace Windu. They did the same thing. Like she brought it out of the thin air, just like they did. So
another Clone Wars thing.
Yeah, it was a callback to that. The episode title is The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord. And then right there in the beginning, we have this interesting scene between Ezra and Huyang. They were building him a lightsaber. And it was a little irritating for me because Ezra was really chippy with Huyang and was like acting like he knew everything, like even on the ship that's not his ship
that he's never been on.
Yeah. I just thought that was kind of stupid. And then they get into the whole, remember Barry name drop, who taught you how to build a lightsaber? And Huyang asked, anyways, and it's Sabine, Kanan Jarrus, and the camera pans to her. It cuts to her. And right at that moment, I wanted to vomit. Just total miss for me. I guess it was kind of cool seeing Kanan's lightsaber hilt. Look, Nick dropped. We lost him, but it's okay. We're just gonna keep rolling. But anyways, Kanan gets. Oh, I'm sorry. It's late. Ezra gets Kanan's extra lightsaber hilt. So there's another cool little Easter egg callback kind of deal. I guess that was okay. Then we get to Ahsoka and Sabine talking. And Sabine, they're happy because they found Ezra, but at the same time, Sabine knows she put Ahsoka and the galaxy in danger. So she looks at Ahsoka, and Ahsoka's proud of her. Ahsoka's like, no problem. But she says, I'm sorry. And right after she says, I'm sorry, it goes right to Sabine or Ahsoka, and Ahsoka says, I know. So you get that whole little I know real quick rebuttal like Han and Leia. Okay. The episode continues. Ahsoka explains how Anakin was always there for her no matter what, and that she will do the same with Sabine. Okay. All right. That's good. It's nice, I guess, that she's mentioning Anakin and their relationship, and I guess she's been healed now with her vision that happened in the 5th episode and all that. Then she pulls Sabine aside and she says, I'll tell you a secret. Being a Jedi is more than just wielding a lightsaber. Is that really a secret? I didn't know that was a secret. I thought everybody knew that. You would think that Sabine would already know that. I think that was a poor choice of dialogue. Really was. Like, it just, It just didn't fit. There's several moments in this episode where I'm like, the dialogue to me was just off. Gen Z would call it cringe. It just didn't fit. And then we get the scene right after that where the TIE fighters are attacking. TIE fighters attacking, making their little runs, shooting the ship that's not even hardly moving at all. And before you know it, Sabine is able to get a little bit of juice and she rams right through the two TIE fighters. TIE fighters shot over and over and over again and hit nothing. Just they got a lucky hit their first strafe run, and then that was it. So, that was all there was to it. Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra all of a sudden show up on the rat dogs going to ground assault. Thrawn called the ground assault. He said, we've taken out their ship. They're on the ground. She was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan. They're going to ground assault. Well, he was right. They did. So instead of just leaving, we're going to hang around and give them a chance, I guess. So they are trying to get onto the ship. In the meantime, the turtle people, the Noti, are helping Hu Yang fix the ship. So that's going to be a factor later on. They're going to get the ship fixed. It had a very Ewok type feel to it when the Noti put the wires together and was being electrocuted and that kind of thing. Then more stupid dialogue. They're approaching the ship on ground while the ship is in the air. And Thrawn says, there will be no negotiating with the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker. I don't think she's coming to negotiate. I think she's coming to take you down. Okay. And then another nonsensical scene to me. Two rat dogs, Ahsoka on one, Sabine and Ezra on the other. They're directly underneath a Star Destroyer. And the Star Destroyer unleashes hell trying to kill them. And they can't. Just keep dodging. Just keep moving. Dodge and weave. You can't get this. I'm Ahsoka. I thought that was kind of incredibly dumb. People will say she was using the Force, but okay, that's whatever. There was no danger in that moment. I felt nothing. No danger. A Star Destroyer cannot hit two people right below them on the surface. And if the Star Destroyer can't do that, the troopers aren't going to be any, threat either, without question. So totally normal there. Welcome back, sir. I am drilling this episode.
Computer crashed again. If it crashed, I'm copying the link and sending it to my email, because if it crashes again, I'm just going to get on from my laptop.
Okay. So look, we went through anything you want to say about this stuff, but we went through Morgan Elsbeth becomes a witch, the Blade of Talzin, the Jedi, the Witch, and the Wardrobe title. Ezra and Hu Yang built the lightsaber. Who taught you how to build that lightsaber? Kanan Jarrus. It was Sabine. I thought that was kind of cringe. He got Kanan's extra lightsaber hilt. You got the moment between Ahsoka and Sabine where Sabine apologizes and Ahsoka says, I know. Little callback to Empire with Han and Leia.
Why was she not freaking sitting there cussing her out?
Yeah, I know.
She just seemed to be completely fine with and then of course at the end she's completely fine with them being stranded there.
Yep. But it's time to go.
Yeah. Thrawn's back in the other galaxy. It's good choice, Sabine. Good choice. And now we're stranded here.
Ahsoka explains to her Sabine how Anakin was always there for him, no matter what. So she'll do the same. And then she says, I'll tell you a secret. Being a Jedi isn't about wielding a lightsaber. Sabine gets on the ship when they're being attacked by the TIE fighters. She gets just enough juice to ram them and goes right through them. Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra are on the rat dogs going to ground assault.
Where'd they get those things anyways?
Yeah. It was like the blade of Talzin just out of the thin air.
Yeah.
Turtles helping Hu Yang fix the ship. There will be no negotiating with the apprentice of Anakin Skywalker, says Grand Admiral Thrawn. And
like she's going there to negotiate.
Basically, I left off talking about how there was no danger whatsoever when they were underneath the Star Destroyer. The Star Destroyer's unleashing hell right below it didn't even get close to killing Ahsoka or anybody.
Yeah, that whole time I was like, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then she tells Sabine to help Ezra with the door using the Force when before she couldn't even move a cup. Yeah. I'm like, what? Why are you telling her to help? Why aren't you helping?
Yeah. Yeah.
You idiot.
Yeah. So Ezra, Sabine, and Ahsoka are fighting all of the troopers, Thrawn's army. And then, as they are getting wrecked, the Night Sisters did some kind of spell where they revived them. And now they're a zombie stormtrooper army. Moving slower.
That's the rumor. Moving slower. Still
moving
can't
slower,
shoot nothing.
Wanting brains. Just, all that stuff.
It was funny because when we were watching that, I was like, because it's Thriller.
Yeah, that was good. So every time they die, they keep being revived. It's like never ending. Okay, yeah. So the Night Sisters just keep reviving them, and then you get the Ahsoka Morgan duel, and people are going to say that they thought that duel was fantastic.
They've already fought before. Ahsoka already beat her, but now it's Ahsoka the White and demon possessed lady. So it's two totally different people now.
Well, but look, you said it when they were fighting. They were completely surrounded by troopers. Kill Ahsoka. Just kill her.
Yeah, they were. Why are you fighting watching?
Fair? Why are you fighting fair? Take her out.
No, stay back, guys. Just let them work it out.
I'm demon possessed, but I will have honor. Even though all the stuff I did on that planet in The Mandalorian Season 2 was not honorable, but whatever. Now I'm honorable because I have black eyes. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah. The writing. This is probably some of the worst writing in the entire season of all the episodes.
Bro, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think this is the worst finale we've gotten in live action. Easy.
Oh, by far.
In any show.
By far.
Mandalorian 1, 2, 3, Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, you name it, Andor. This was the worst finale of all of them. Yeah. All right, let's continue. Here's your moment. Sabine is about to get her brains eaten. And she actually uses the Force to reach out to get the saber and ignites the saber through the zombie's brain. So she finally got to use the Force.
Yeah, when it was convenient.
Yeah,
for her.
When she needed it the most.
When she really needed it. No training. She didn't train once on that planet. Not once.
She's like Vegeta. Only when he was about to die did he go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then we cut back to Ahsoka is being chased by Morgan Elsbeth and all the troopers. She's surrounded, and it shows Sabine leave her. And we're like, what is she doing? Oh my gosh, she's leaving Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Ahsoka's at a disadvantage, and then misdirect. Doesn't show you how, doesn't show you why, doesn't show you what happened. It shows you nothing. All of a sudden, poof, she instant transmissioned right there back to them to fight and help save Ahsoka.
I was just waiting for what's his name? Lord Helmet from Spaceballs to pop up and be like, fooled you.
Yeah.
She didn't really leave. She's here.
Right.
Fooled you.
So Ahsoka kills Morgan Elsbeth. So she's dead. And then you get round 2 of the Star Destroyer that cannot kill Ahsoka and Sabine. They're trying again. And they can't do it.
They didn't even shoot at her.
So yeah, they are shooting at her and they're going away, and then they jump off the cliff, and then
Oh yeah, that part.
Hu
Yeah.
Yang is right there to the rescue. Like
Yeah, he just was in the right
he
spot
just
at the right
happened to be there.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
We saw him working on the ship. It was crashed, but then he got it working and then mysteriously just knew to go park right up there
yeah.
underneath that thing out of view so that they could run and jump off the edge of the cliff. It's so dumb.
So
This is cartoon. Like if you're a
yes,
Clone Wars fan, like and you like that silly cartoon crap,
yeah.
I'm sure you're probably one of the people that loved this episode and thought it was great.
I liked
Uh,
Clone Wars, but it's a cartoon.
yeah, it's a cartoon. Like, I always looked at the cartoons as kind of like, another part of Star Wars, even though I liked Rebels and I saw some of Clone Wars. But the live action stuff was always, it was never this cartoony. The closest was probably the Ewoks in Return of the Jedi, but I mean, they were like, I mean, they were trying to freaking cook freaking Han, Chewie, and Luke and eat
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. All right, so then Thrawn has a conversation with Ahsoka before he's going to leave, and Dave Filoni has more cringe dialogue for me, where he calls Ahsoka a Ronin, and I'm like, really? Now, so many people are gonna be like, "Yes, Dave called her a Ronin." George Lucas liked the whole, samurai, East Asian aspect. We're bringing that
Yeah.
in.
Easter egg.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. No, wrong. A Ronin is a wandering samurai that has no lord. Why is she being called a Ronin in the Star Wars galaxy?
And
That
and
makes
how would
no sense.
and how would Thrawn even know that she was like that anyways? He doesn't even know her. They never
Yeah,
even met.
yeah. And look, I honestly, I don't think Dave Filoni knows what a samurai is,
Probably not.
but not for real. And anyways, so Thrawn calls her a Ronin, and then finally, at the end of the episode, nearly it cuts to Baylan, and guess what, Nick? We still don't know what he wants.
We still don't know anything. He's standing on the statue of the Mortis god thing, I
The
guess.
father, the
Yeah, that
father and the
happens
son
to
are,
be
yeah,
on this other planet in this other galaxy. It
yeah.
just happens to be there.
So I'm wondering if we are going to. I'm wondering if we are going to like see him become the father, maybe. But here's the thing: Ray Stevenson's gone, so this is interesting. But we don't know what he's after. He's standing in front of the statues. Yeah, sure, I get that. He's standing in front of the statues. But what does it mean? Get ready because there's going to be 187,000 different thoughts and opinions about that alone. And nobody's going to know. Nobody. Are you here? Okay. Um so Thrawn is headed to Dathomir. So that's where he's going. End of Thrawn arc. That's what we know. Ezra is back with the New Republic. He shows up dressed as a stormtrooper. Why he is wearing the helmet when he gets off of the ship, I will never know. You
Can you
know,
hear me?
yeah.
Okay.
Why would Ezra continue to wear the stormtrooper get up while he's getting off the ship with all the blasters pointed his way? It's just nonsensical, stupid storytelling.
Yeah, he escaped off screen. Obviously, he had the he took that dude's armor and basically pretended to be a stormtrooper until they got back, and then he stole a ship and got out of there.
Yeah.
Not being pursued by anybody, not being shot at, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you. So after that moment, it's Sabine and the episode's wrapping up. Two things happen. Sabine and Ahsoka have a conversation, and Ahsoka's telling Sabine, reassuring her, "Hey, Ezra's back home. He's where he should be, and it's because of you. So great job." And then she says, "And we're where we should be too." And then literally like 10 seconds later, after she says, "We're where we should be," then she puts her hand on Sabine's shoulder and says, "But it's time to move on." What?
Yeah.
We're we're where we should
Uh,
be, but it's time to move on?
Why
What
were you trying to
are we
leave? Why were you trying to escape there if you're where you should be? The writing in this is so dumb. So dumb. Please, anybody watching this, if you thought this was a great episode, how do you get around this mentally? I really want to know.
Yeah, I
This is
don't know.
so dumb.
Yep. So then, Nick, I'll let you take this one. Sabine's like, "Oh, I thought I saw something in the starlight."
Yeah, I
Eh,
said something.
I
I
guess it was nothing.
saw something.
And then she walks
Yeah.
off. So then, so Ezra or Ahsoka's looking, and she's like, "Yeah, I know you're out there. Yeah, I know you're watching." And then she walks off, and then we see as she's walking off a Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker, who I feel Star Wars has not done Hayden Christensen justice in Kenobi or Ahsoka.
Nope.
Period.
Nope, not at all. Why is he appearing to Ahsoka? Why would we not get that appearance of him appearing to Luke and having a conversation with him, or Luke and Ahsoka together when they first met, or any of this? Like, it's like, oh, I don't care. I okay, Force Ghost Anakin showed up. Yay! What's he gonna do?
Just sit there and awkwardly watch.
Yeah. Hey, you guys are stranded here.
Didn't show himself, didn't say anything. You know,
Yeah,
Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan actually had a conversation.
sort of.
Yeah. So I just dude, all right. So look, worst finale in Disney's Star Wars streaming live action shows so far.
History ever.
And I'm gonna say this episode was a 5.
Three, three, 3 out of 10. This is god
Yeah.
awful.
All right, I'm gonna stick with 5 because that's what came out of my mouth, but I could certainly go to 4.
Yeah,
It was so stupid.
yeah,
But if I could turn my brain off, there was a lot of moving pieces and key jangling and fun, I guess.
yeah.
But things that just don't make sense.
Not at all.
I'm glad it's over.
I am too.
Some of you are
I'm
typing right now. Well, I'm glad it's over because I don't have to see your videos anymore.
Yeah, I don't have to
Whatever.
listen to you. You guys don't understand Star Wars. You don't understand good writing. And this is again our initial reaction. I, I might bring this thing down to a 2 after I watch it again and let it marinate and dissect it some more. This is just off the top of my head. It's just this was not good. This whole season was not good. Again, I can cherry pick moments out of it.
My friend WDW Pro just sent me a message. Our friend. And he
What
said
was
he said, I'm gonna read it word for word. If that's the worst finale to any major show I've ever seen.
100%, 100%.
I agree. That's the
God
worst finale
awful.
I think I've ever seen of any show.
Yep.
Lost was better than that.
Book of Boba Fett finale was better than that.
Yep.
And I thought you didn't have to know anything about Clone Wars or Rebels or anything.
Look,
And this was all Rebels season 5.
It
the
was.
whole thing.
It was. And you know what's crazy is that they say that, and there's many people out there that know way more about Rebels and Clone Wars than we do, even though I've seen it all and you've seen most of it.
Yeah.
But none of them are going to be able to tell you what Baylan is up to. We just went through an entire season. The man is dead. The man is dead. And we will never know what his character was after.
Recast. They'll recast. They got to.
Well, do you
Or
do
kill him
you
off
honestly?
screen.
No, I say neither will happen because there's no way we're going to get a season 2 of that garbage.
That was so bad. If they greenlight us, well, the thing is, Filoni's going to be like, I really need a season 2, Bob. I really need
to set up my movie.
Set up my movie.
No,
you know what?
You don't need a movie.
You don't need a movie. You can't even do a show. You don't need a movie. We're not giving you. Can somebody get Favreau on the phone, please?
Please.
Can someone get Favreau
please.
on the
John,
phone?
Where are you, John?
Yeah. Dave, leave my office right now.
John, even with the Mandalorian season 3 getting away from you, John, we need you. John, we need you. Because what Dave Filoni just did in Star Wars live action was horrid. Yeah. Dave Filoni needs to go right back over into the animation corner and don't come out.
Yeah, Go do that silliness over there in animation.
Yep. Awful. Absolutely awful. And that's exactly why EBN is going to be talking about things that is not just Star Wars, because we are not just a Star Wars channel.
I cannot wait to get into One Piece next week.
Yep.
I cannot wait.
To actually watch things that are good, well-written, full stories.
Yeah. Guys, let me be honest. We take no pleasure in trashing on Star Wars. Star Wars is our favorite IP of all time.
All time. Time.
If I had my camera, I literally have on my desk here Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, Imperial Shuttle, 2 TIE Fighters, an X-Wing, a TIE Bomber, another TIE Fighter over here. I got tons of crap in my room, movie poster. I have all the stuff. I've been a Star Wars fan since I was like 3. I take no pleasure in this. I want it to be great, but I am not going to accept this mediocrity bull crap that we're getting. I am not going to accept it.
I agree.
And I'm not going to put my head in the sand. I cannot do it. I wanted it to be good. I wanted Ahsoka to be great. I would love to see Star Wars get back on the right track and have everybody united behind what they're doing and be excited about every episode every week. This sucks for me as a Star Wars fan to have to be like this. This isn't for clicks or hate to try to get clicks, to get money. I don't care anything about any of that. That's not what this is about. This is 100% from the heart, honesty on what we really think. We're not just trying to hate it. I want to like it. I want to love it, honestly. But man, I can't. I'm glad it's over.
Get ready for the unsubs coming, because we're going to be honest.
Yeah.
Never. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think. I know that you will, because you always do. If you liked it, we're glad. I don't understand it, but I'm glad that you liked it. So, anyways, it was
Thursday night Ahsoka stream this Thursday, guys.
We'll be live going through it with our live
Central.
chat. It'll be great. So, anyways, we are UR Echo Base Network. We will see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.